now. That fence is to keep people who are going to the new Southbrook Town Center from parking on their lot. And I'm going to read. Huh?
Who owns it?
It is owned by K-I-Y, the letter Y, Kim, K-I-M, and Kayung, K-Y-U-N-G-R, Kim, K-I-M. Those are the owners. Mr. Kim, let me just read to you his letter to OPD. Okay, thank you. To whom it may concern, applicant wants to develop 4 lanes of parking lot, 126 feet by 469 feet adjacent to Southbrook Mall. Due to frequent parking by their customers without consent and contribution of maintenance, that's the end of the sentence. The parking problems are getting worse with the recent development of Southbrook Mall, especially during weekend, and it will be even worse when the trampoline park will open at 1232 East Shelby Drive in spring 2019. FYI, the remodeling is going on for the grand opening. Given the issue, applicant hired a lawyer to make sure if there is any easement for the parking lot between 2 adjacent properties. The only agreement that is found in the real estate records in the one-headed agreement and easement that is recorded, and it gives the instrument number, and it's at the Tennessee Registrar's office. This agreement grants an easement over 1232 East Shelby Drive for the purpose of ingress and egress to the door on the southeast end of the common wall between these 2 properties. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know, Greg Grant's not here, but when they put that fence up, if people tried to exit the east side by the old mega market, you'd be inside a fence. And you gotta go all the way around to get back to your building at South. So you go back in and come out. And that was wrong. However, this agreement does not provide an easement for parking on the applicant's property by customers of Southbrook Mall. Applicant's lawyer sent Southbrook Properties Corp. the findings on November 13, 2018, and urged to obtain permit and share the maintenance cost. However, there was no response until now, even if the certified mail was delivered. Applicant informed Southbrook Mall of the plan, and they, as I put on your paper, this special permit will help the redevelopment of both shopping centers by restoring order and regulation of safer parking and operations. They want you to pay to park and pay to play. And I'm asking you on those index cards, please put down 1 through 5 and 4 or against. And all of these are online. Yeah, all of these are online. And we have no representative from there here. Waste Connections is here. And I took pictures this morning, but again, I didn't get a chance to upload them. My videos and everything are available online at iloveshelbycounty.com. You could go to the tabs. We got tabs for the meeting that Mr. Burton does. We got tabs for McCorkle Road. You can go all the way back and see stuff that we've done back in 2008. I think I went back to. Okay, we got the funeral home. And on Brooks, again, is there anybody here from Burks? I was told by the guy in the church that he was going to notify them because nobody puts their phone numbers on here. The only phone numbers you have are for the engineers and Waste Connections. 951 Brooks Road. It's currently a nightclub in an L-shaped lot. MAPCO is here at Rosita, that's the light on Brooks. Graves is down here, it's the light on Brooks. And I'm actually giving you the directions. This one is to the east and this one is to the west. In between, there's MAPCO, there's an old battery place. And then there's this big white building with a red, whatever, called something on it.
Motorcycle club.
Motorcycle club.
The old battery place, that land been purchased by MAPCO.
Oh, good. So they're gonna tear that down and expand for the truck drivers and things?
It's MAPCO purchased.
Awesome. We'll be hearing about that soon. That's not real detrimental, but this is not big at all. But if this symbol kind of looks familiar and that's the whole building.
Motorcycle club.
The motorcycle club. So what the guy is proposing to do, somebody asked online, was it a new or a used car lot? We haven't had a new car lot in Memphis since Graceland Dodge left. That was the only thing selling new cars. Even the guy up here on Shelby Drive, he has luxury cars, but they're not new cars, probably high mileage. So this guy, I don't know, he didn't respond, but he wants to put a used car lot in that entire complex. And I took a picture of his office too, because his office is on the low end of the L. And he wants to park his vehicles for sale in those lots that are already there, you know, probably resurface it and reline it, and have a better landscaping at the street than it is now.
What happened to the businesses, the other businesses?
Well, he bought the building, so he's gonna, I guess he's gonna get rid of the other businesses, the club.
He got the whole lot.
He got the whole lot. And I can read from his as well. The address is 951. It's very short. This site was approved for auto sales in 2014, but the applicant did not proceed with the project. This application reflects the site plan approved at that time. The existing site is a retail strip center fronting East Brooks Road. The sales office will be located in the existing center, and vehicle display will be on the portion of the existing parking lot closest to Brooks. Fencing and landscaping will be added to bring the site into compliance with the Unified Development Code. And I apologize, I did not get those pictures entered. So again, we just need to know whether you're for or against it.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you state that, you're talking about the weights now, that they bought that property back in '89?
99.
Yeah. Okay, was it still, had that name Waste on it? They didn't have that name?
BMP Transportation.
Okay, that rests my case.
BMP Transportation, that's the current owners still.
Yeah.
That's the,
Because you could have stopped it back then in '99.
But we tried,
Yeah, they said it was,
we tried again.
yeah, they said it was, we was living in a commercial park.
yeah.
Now, can't put,
Question?
Yvonne, we've been in that neighborhood since
See on the wall.
1972.
Mm-hmm.
And they talked about they grandfathered Waste Connection in. Well, I would like for someone to tell us, did the neighborhood have first preference? Because they were there first.
The neighborhood,
We
the
have
house.
fought them for years. Since then, I believe they were even 1 year fined $25,000 for, they're not supposed to keep trash in there over the weekend.
I got pictures of that. It's
And
still
they do.
happening.
Yeah.
It's still happening. Now, I do have Mr. Adrian Bond. Would you like to come forward since we've already circled around. And again, 1 through 5, please leave us your little index card with for or against on items 1 through 5 on our agenda.
Do you want our addresses or names on these index cards?
I want them to be anonymous. I was thinking that I should say, put down the last 4 of your social. The last 4. I mean, you can, what you gonna do when you're still missing 5? But if you wanna put a name on there, it's
We're gonna do it yes and no.
what we decide?
We're gonna do it yes and no.
Yes or no? Well, I'm gonna just report this in aggregate, so I really don't need to know who you are. If you get a
No,
robocall,
you talking about the, so security number. I ain't gonna play that game.
I understand. I've been through the identity theft, and it was prior to computers. So you speaking to somebody who knows how hard it is. I can't even go to Walmart and spend $3,000, but you can. And most of them are inside jobs anyway.
Yeah.
Do we have a Waste Connections representative?
They're here. Yeah, that's what she was saying.
Yeah,
Okay, no, I want to bring on in?
Yeah. And then you can start with the questions.
That store down there.
And it's open back up.
You know what I'm talking about?
Lakeview and
Yeah,
Brooks.
they closed it, and now it's open back up again.
I think it's new management, but I will check.
Yeah, there's so many trucks and cars down there, you wonder if something,
Drugs.
that's what I was thinking.
Did anybody have any questions about Burks though? I do have the picture up. This is their office area and it's a strip mall. This is one corner, this is the end. Welcome, welcome.
Okay, how you doing, Dr. Nelson?
Yeah, we just had a question. Is there another chair?
I guess.
Okay. We just had a question. Can we close out the other 4? I think I talked about it. The last one is the gas station. It's gonna be where the old Drawdens College is. Drawdens College, Commercial Avenue, and I took pictures of that this morning too, but here they're not doing us any good when we can't see them. But everybody knows where Drawden College is, I assume. So they're trying to tear that down and build a convenience station. And the reason why they need a special use permit is because Commercial Avenue is not Brooks Avenue. It's got to be 2 connecting streets, connector streets. So they need a special permit to allow them to do it on a non-connector street. So that's for or against. I mean, anything would look better than what's there now. I mean, honestly, anything. Yeah.
As long as they're not building something that where those big transport trucks, now, as long as they don't build a service station where they start those big transport truck parking overnight and all that, now, that's a lot of exhaust and stuff.
Yeah, that's true too. But it's up to you, for or against. I just need to report. But everybody knows where that old Drawdens College is. Right there on the corner before Brooks at Elvis Presley.
Is that same location going to be for the expansion to it, that involving the expansion of the Elvis Presley Boulevard?
This is a private
I
person.
understand that, but I'm saying it's been in that same area there though.
Yeah, but no, it would be like the Holiday Inn. It would be separate. It would be separate.
I need to get a little bit more clarification on exactly what kind of station, like he was saying that some stations are just being for cars and not for trucks.
So we need to
We
find
need to
out.
get some clarification on exactly what kind of station they're talking about.
So if it's big trucks, let's assume it's big trucks. It's 3230 Elvis Presley Boulevard. And they don't specify anything other than this special use application. Subject property is located, and it talks about the connector streets. But as far as the building, they say the existing site has an office warehouse complex on the site. A portion of the existing building will be removed, And the west 50 feet of the building will be repurposed as a convenience store fronting Elvis Presley. It doesn't give us, but I can request that, to be fair. Yes, sir.
Well, if it's saying a convenience store, that wouldn't hardly include it being per se as a truck stop, or a big truck stop.
Yeah, they call it a convenience store with gas sales at non-major intersections. And again, all of those are online. Mr. Burton?
Yes, the same group that's proposing that is the same group that's involved in several of these little, what I call service stations with, I guess, like a strip mall. There's about 5 or 6 of them. One is located there at Airways and Home Grove. The one is located at Tullahoma and Shelter Drive. It's the same group that's doing those.
Is it true that they're bringing another one back to your community?
No, that's not true, from what I understand from OPD.
Not true.
But it's the same group that's doing those that is proposing to do the one on Brooks Road.
Okay.
And they will sell gas, and they will have another little apartment there to do, I guess, some type of store or whatever, be a liquor store or a phone place or something of that nature.
Questions? Questions on that? Yes, ma'am.
That land on Brooks Road on Elvis Presley is being taken by eminent domain. Now, we don't want somebody to move there and build something and then get paid to move. That's a concern.
Oh, they build it and like leave in a year or two, or and then it becomes.
Yes, absolutely, because the facility, the Department of Transportation is taking that property on both sides of Elvis Presley by eminent domain. And we don't know how close this building will be to that property, because you got to be away from so many feet from that. So we don't want them to build something there and then get taken by eminent domain.
Oh. Okay. So obviously they don't know that that's possible.
They need to know.
But they need to know. I agree, Aretha, I agree. So we had what kind of gas sales? And the eminent domain issue. Okay. Cheyenne, can I depend on you to help me with those? Absolutely, thank you. We'll get answers for you. If you've signed in, the information from this meeting will go out by robocall. So please don't hang up when you hear me say hello, because I can't call everybody, but that helps. And your dues help to make that possible. So thank you all for taking care of that as well. Any other thing on the gas station? Yes, sir.
No, not on the gas station. I guess the guys.
Waste Connections.
Guys,
We're gonna,
home,
the funeral home?
yeah, we hadn't said it was, we
For-
approve or disapprove.
Well, only thing we can do is get a majority of the vote from this meeting and then present that with everything on March 6th. So I just want a consensus. We don't need no names on those. You know, if they ask, I'll just pose it to everybody. Deborah, did we run out of cards?
I gave out to everybody.
I think some more people came in. I got some more. I just need to find them. Oh, crap, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. And I'll include the Treasury report on that call out. I'll include that. And I still haven't found my agenda. Whatever else I might have skipped over. So, ma'am, yes. Okay. Okay. Let me get. Yeah. Okay. On your agenda, it shows under new business, these 5 items that we've been talking about. Waste Connections, the trampoline park, the funeral chapel, the convenience store, gas sales, and births. They're A through E. A through E, 1 through 5, whichever you want. And there's some information on the back about each one to refresh your memory. I just need you to leave those cards on your table, turn it over with your responses. If you have no comment, refrain. But put A through E on there, please.
Mine are 1 through 5. I know mine 1 through 5.
1 through 5, A through E, it corresponds with A through E on the front of your yes. Yeah. Okay, okay. I hope I got it right on there. Do I have them in the same order?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I got them in the same order on the letter showing. So now there's no more questions about items 2 through 4 or B through E. Let's please move on to Waste Connections. There was a question on the floor. We have Mr. Adrian Bond here, and he's going to answer those questions. He's got 2 co-workers with him who are going to assist him, not necessarily take the floor from him, but if he gets stuck on something, he's got 2 more brains in the house to answer. So the first question that we posed for Waste Connections, can I have someone repeat that? Waste Connections? Okay.
We're concerned about your expansion, total expansion plans for the future.
Mr. Bond, so everybody can see you.
Yeah.
Do you mind?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Perfect.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Appreciate Dr. Nelson inviting us out. Yes, I mean, the concern about the expansion is really a bad term to utilize for this particular proposal. Essentially, the previous people did a bad, Brenda Salavito, they did a bad job on dealing with what the actual application consists of. There are 2 adjacent properties. And in order to be able to combine those 2 adjacent properties, even though they're owned by Waste Connections, there has to be a planned development so that they can have business operation on both sides together. So the expansion of the operations is merging those 2 parcels of land together. The actual transfer portion of the business that is currently in use today is not the part that's expanding. What they would ultimately like to see is a new indoor truck and maintenance facility so that they can actually park the trucks in, let the doors down, work on the trucks, and they'd like to build a $5 million office building that will house their sales and management operations as well. And with this, they would put the biggest thing that I see that how it could impact you all in a positive way is that on the residential side, everything would shift closer to the Brooks area. So trucks and all of those things that are currently on that L-shaped side, I guess you can say, would be closer to the Brooks area portion. And so the planned development would primarily consist of expanding those 2 adjacent properties together into one.
Why would you make so much parking space?
Well, there's a lot of trucks, and that's what leads to part of the problem. They currently the way it is right now, they're double parking and triple parking trucks. And so having the additional parking for the trucks as well as their employee parking is necessary. Gene, I think they've got about 97 trucks or something like that.
How many trucks over there now?
About I want to say it's like
So
97.
are you gonna expand the number of trucks?
No, it's not. Well, what they're going to do is each truck will have its own parking space, and so that it won't be double parked. And they say that's part of the problem with even the debris and trash. And I tell you, we understand that Waste Connections has not been the best neighbor they should, and so we will acknowledge that.
Number 1, you gone.
Amen.
We want you gone out of the neighborhood. Okay, number two, for the trucks that you guys have back there, they stink. Everything over there stinks. We cannot even get up out of bed in the morning time and go outside. We cannot send our children, our grandchildren, outside to play because of the smell. There are neighbors all around there that have died.
Amen.
We don't know if Waste Connection was the reason why they're dying because of the odors and everything else that is going in the ground, the water around them, whatever they're doing. But those things are in the back. Waste Connection is in the back of houses off of our drive. You could just stand out there and see the building.
Right, and those, yeah, and let me address each one of those. Yes, to your point.
We want you gone.
Well,
Point number one.
yeah, and that point is well taken. Unfortunately, well, we're up between a rock and a hard place. They can continue to operate. I mean, they've been grandfathered in, and they can operate for another 100 years at being in the same condition. So what I'm tasked to do is I'm tasked to try to pull, I make deals happen. I make things so that if this company can't go anywhere, then what can we do to make the site, the smell, the appearance easier for those neighbors to deal with? And so that's what I'm doing. Today of this
Buy
meeting.
everybody out. That's right.
You
Buy everybody out.
Well,
You know, listen, I've been there since 1972. When they came in, we tried to fight them then. We are the people that are grandfathered in, the neighborhood. I'm a cancer patient because of that. I'm gonna fight you all the way. I want you gone. You should not be there around a community, like Ms. Franklin said, with children, grandchildren. It's dangerous. You can smell that all the way to Rains Road, the days it smells.
You
And why
can smell
are
on
you
the
bringing,
expressway.
and why are you bringing trash from Mississippi to Memphis, to our community?
no.
I followed a truck, I followed a truck the other day that came from Mississippi full of trash, went to Brooks Road.
Well, I can't speak on that. I know that there is a landfill that they operate in Mississippi, and what this operation does is a transfer operation. So they have a lot of commercial clients, apartments, businesses. They pick the trash up there, take it to this operation, which is a transfer station, put it on those big 18-wheelers, and drive it to the landfill down in Mississippi. So why would a truck be coming back with trash from Mississippi? I don't know. They don't get paid until the trash goes into the landfill. They get paid for actually taking the trash to. So there's the incentive at the transfer station is not to leave trash there. Now, one of the things that we're going to be talking about is the smell issue. I mean, we know that is very problematic. And so
You can go there right now and smell that thing.
right.
Right now.
Right, and I've done that as well. And now I can tell you this now, is there a soap place around over there? You all would. Right, now, what was presented to me, because the state came in as well, and TDEC, oversees this to ensure that there are no environmental issues. I mean, this is not a landfill where things are going in the ground. They're taking stuff off a truck, putting it in a transfer. It's a rectangular thing. They come back, the trucks push it onto the 18-wheelers, and they drive it off. So there's nothing going into the ground so that you don't have well issue problems. But one of the things that they're looking to do is address all of the smell concerns. One of the things is where the majority of the trash is they would have these deodorizers that they would run lines. And it sprays mist kind of like if you go into one of those bathrooms and they spray the mist out all the time. That would be for that. But we think the biggest thing is moving those containers that have those smells. And they say part of the problem is, some of those, maybe years of just trash and all kinds of stuff that's in there, and they're not cleaning them out properly.
That's right.
Right, and so, right, and so what they want to do is move all of that part away from all of the residential side. So those trash cans, they wouldn't even be near the residential part. So having those two adjacent properties allows them to put that toward
I
the
don't
front.
think we can trust you. That's one thing. Because years ago, you were told not to leave trash in there over the weekend.
Well,
And there's trash in there almost every weekend.
Right, and what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to mitigate that. Again, I'm here to listen to y'all concerns and take all these concerns back to Waste Connections. Okay, so, you know, and I told Waste Connections this. I said, now look, one of the problems that we're hearing is that you all have said y'all want to do things before, and you all didn't. Now I said, if we're going to be involved, these people they can call me. I'm not going to be constantly hearing their complaints and everything, and you all not doing anything about it. So that's the difference this time, is that you all have, you know, even though we represent Waste Connections, I understand the community. I had a business in that area, a food distribution business in that area for the past 5-6 years. So I'm very familiar with, I mean, literally a quarter mile down the street. So I understand all of your concerns, and I want to take those
But you don't have children, you're not living in that area. That's totally different. You work in there, helping
Right.
them, but we live there.
I understand.
We experience that every day, that smell, that stench.
Right. Well,
It smells like dead people.
Right.
And it's got to be dangerous. It's got to be dangerous. It smells to death.
well, I can tell you that we're going to bring at the next meeting. This is the pre-meeting for the official community meeting, because what we wanted to do is be able to get as many of those concerns addressed prior to the community meeting and say, hey, this is what they want. These are some of the things that they consist. That way we can have an answer prior to us coming to the community. Well, and that is, if you say, we'll write that down as one of the you know, and so we'll just, you know, I want to take as much as I can back to them to see what we can come up with.
Do you all have other facilities somewhere else?
In as far as, well, yeah, Waste Connections is across the country. They're
Okay, when you say you all have, other facilities or whatever across the nation or whatever, you all have any others here in the state, Tennessee or whatever, and where are they located?
Gene, do you know where the other locations, Waste Connection locations are? This is the only one that I'm familiar with in the Cherokee County area.
This is the only location in
Shelby County, but they
In
have
Shelby
one
County.
in Mississippi. Can't remember the miles, but it's not more than 20
But
miles from
There's
here.
it's located in the middle of a neighborhood though.
Well,
Any other location that y'all have is located in the middle of a neighborhood.
I'd have to get that, I'd have to take that back, because I'm not familiar with all the waste. I mean, they're the largest, second largest.
I know the second largest here
Okay, well,
in the
we
state of
want to know
Tennessee.
where they located.
Okay,
What-
we can do that.
And
Now, this is previous.
Where
Company
houses,
too, right?
they located,
Now, this is-
neighborhoods, you know.
They have no other location, they have no other facility like this in.
And nobody else? Oh, you
Yeah.
So, and I will tell you this was used to be a city of Memphis location. So they bought that from the city of Memphis. That's how they're grandfathered in, because it was, you know, they actually had their own.
The truck line before,
Excuse me.
the city bought the truck line out. They stayed there about 4 years, then Waste Connection came in and took over.
Right, yeah, it was owned by the city, and it
50
was.
years, so I just about know.
Have they ever thought about that they haven't outgrown that area that they're in and what they're doing? They are trying to swallow the whole community up with them. They have outgrown that area. They need to go to them space where they can do whatever they want out where there are no residential areas.
Well, the unfortunate part with it is that their location is strategic for their operations. And so, just like how, like, I would say, the reason why Memphis was picked for FedEx, due to the proximity of where they're located, they're there because it's located. The unfortunate part is, they own both adjacent properties, but they're not able to utilize both adjacent properties. Allowing this, planned development allows, allowing it to be able to utilize both adjacent properties, in the end, allows all of those trucks, those trash cans to be moved farther from the residential. Even, and someone mentioned about the site, you can see it from the site. One of the things I'm tasked to do is to figure out what kind of barrier can be put so that you can't see you can't see it. And I want to take those, that's something I want to hear from y'all. I mean, do y'all
Tear it down.
tear what?
Tear it down. Right in the neighbor's backyard, those things need to be torn down.
Okay, now, what would you like to see in place of it?
Nothing. Nothing.
I thought you meant something.
It would have been great if another neighborhood was built there. You know, more housing and things like that for Whitehaven.
Right.
But no, not a waste place for mess, for garbage that is being put there all the time. Why did it come into a black neighborhood?
Amen.
Why did they do it in a black neighborhood?
I think, to answer your question, I think when the city owned it,
Because they didn't care, right?
well, that was zoned for that, so.
No, it was not. It
Well-
was a truck.
It was a truck
It was a truck lane.
Well-
That's right. And it's still owned by that trucking company.
And then when those trucks come down Brooks Road, they have all kind of trash blowing off of those trucks. So Brooks Road is just scattered with trash, mess.
And that's another thing that was brought to our attention. And Dr. Nelson was able to get Waste Connections to do semi-annual, we're working on, we'll know whether or not we can do it quarterly, in which, coming out at their expense and coming out and ensuring that once a quarter, that the trash, debris, and all that is picked up at the
We
direction
want
of
you
Dr.
gone and we will never agree for you to expand. I just want to let you know,
Well-
this community will never agree for you to expand.
I
And you
understand.
might as well move.
Well, I can tell you that I'm in a tough situation because they're not gonna move.